Hello. How do I start? This is off to a great start. Why am I nervous? Oh my gosh, I am so nervous right now. Why am I nervous? Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say in front of the camera anymore. Woo. Okay. How you guys? Hello, welcome.
Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed.
Whoa, okay. Hi you guys. It has been a long time since I have sat down in front of a camera, since I've talked to a camera, since I've even picked up the camera. That's a lie. I tried to vlog a little bit a couple weeks ago and it was like 4 minutes long. It has been about a month and a half or so since the last time I picked up the camera. You guys, there was a lot of stuff that went down. So I tried to film this video a couple other times already in the past and I wanted to upload them. The first time I filmed this video, I wanted to upload it around like the last week of January. That way I could get my sister's birthday vlog up and stuff like that. We didn't really do anything for her birthday though, so I didn't do that. And then I wanted to upload the second video that I filmed where I was a little bit more calm. It was waterworks everywhere around the first week of February, but that didn't happen either. So here we are. I finally feel mentally cleared. I feel okay to, my cat's distracting, I'm sorry. I finally feel okay enough to really like talk about this and talk about what happened. So this video will be the reason of why we stopped vlogging. I just want to start off by saying you guys are amazing. I posted on Instagram that I was going to be taking a break and that I needed some time off and that things were kind of happening, and I had a lot of messages from a lot of sweet people saying like, we're here for you, we're praying for you, we're thinking of you. And you guys, that touched me. That touched my heart. I honestly, I know I've said this in the past too, but I've never really thought that I would be part of a huge community, especially an online community, and even more so a YouTube community of just amazing people. Honestly, I feel so comfortable talking to you guys and mentioning things to you guys, and I'm an open book. I am okay being vulnerable, and I wanted to really kind of keep you guys in the loop of what's happened. It's not my entire story to tell. I wasn't the one that got affected by this. I wasn't the one that had the tornado over her house, so to speak. I more so had the flying debris in my yard, if that makes any sort of sense at all. I did not want to start this video without saying you guys are amazing. You guys are my friends. You guys are my family. Honestly, I feel so appreciated. I've had kind of a rough upbringing. My mom is like my angel, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I do not want to cry in this video, but my mom has been my rock through my entire childhood. She has been so strong and she was like my support. Although my mom is amazing and she's wonderful and she's my everything, my other parent abandoned us. He abandoned me for his addiction and he kind of left me in the dark, so I never really fully have ever felt like I belonged anywhere, just because I'm this broken person who comes from a broken childhood. I wanted to say thank you. I really mean it. I appreciate all of you. I don't think you guys will ever truly know just how much all of your messages mean to me. So I'm gonna start from December. So October, I decided I was gonna do Vlogmas. I was fully prepared for Vlogmas. I had the entire month planned out and ready to go. The month of December, of course. I had it all planned out and ready to go, and November, I was prepping for it. I was pre-filming. I was getting things done. Come December, the first week and a half was amazing, and then I don't really know what happened. I don't know if it was something with me or just something with like trying to fit videos in and like getting rid of an idea to start a new idea type of thing. But after the first like 10 or so videos, I was feeling very overwhelmed and I was not putting videos up to my best potential. I was just half-assing them, trying to get them up. I was just putting a video out there just to get a video out there. And I didn't want to feel like I was failing Vlogmas. That was my thing, is I wanted to finish what I had started and what I had said I was going to do. And that is something with me personally. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna finish it no matter what happens in here. I felt overwhelmed. And it wasn't really overwhelmed with like YouTube. It was just learning how to balance taking care of my 4-year-old daughter and then doing YouTube, taking care of my puppies, taking care of my cats, taking care of my house, being a long-distance wife to my husband, you know, just trying to fit everything into a day. I got so far behind during Vlogmas that I was filming, editing, and then uploading the video for the following day. So I was like, I wasn't ahead at all. I was always basically kind of like a couple days behind. Vlogmas really stressed me out, but I did not want to stop. I kept pushing myself, and I think that did more damage to me than it did good. That's kind of where it all began, was just December and Vlogmas. And then we went on a trip with Jacob. I will link it up here, wherever it is, I forgot. But we went to Nebraska for New Year's Eve. That was really fun. That kind of gave me a little bit of mental clarity that I needed. But when we got home, things changed. This isn't exactly my story to tell. And because of that, I'm not gonna really go into detail. I'm gonna mention how it affected me. I don't exactly remember what day it was, but I texted my mom and I was like, hi, you know, how are you? I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. It was like a week and a half or so. The last time I saw her was it was December 26th, basically. That was the last time that I saw my mom. So I texted her and I was just like, hi, how are you? I miss you, I love you. She told me she was okay. But Vince, my stepdad is an angel as well. He helped put my mom and I back together when we really needed it, and he he gave me the precious gift of being a big sister, something that I've always wanted. He is Nicole's dad, he's not my dad, but I do call my stepdad my dad. But she said that he was feeling sick and that he wasn't doing too good, so I made him an appointment to go get tested. And she took him to get tested, and that was that for that day. But then the following day or two, she told me that her and my sister Nicole were not doing so good, and I was gonna get them tested as well. I made their appointment at CVS here in town, but my sister is under the age of 10, so she needed to go to the doctors to get tested. They would not test her at CVS. It came back that all 3 of them had tested positive for COVID. It terrified me, not because they got the virus, but just because nobody really knows how your body's going to react to the virus. Although I know a lot of people who have said that it felt like a cold, like a really bad flu. My parents were a different story. They definitely felt it. It was scary because I honestly had convinced myself that I was gonna have to be my sister's guardian, my sister's legal guardian. And that's such a scary thought, just because I cannot stand the thought of losing my mom. My mom is my best friend. My mom is everything to me. My mom is the world to me. And the fact that I literally convinced myself that that was gonna be it. I hadn't seen her since the day after Christmas, and I probably wouldn't be able to see her after that. That was a really scary thought. And I know my stepdad, my dad, is the world to my mom. My stepdad put her back together. He shows her what true love is. He shows her that she is a queen, and he takes care of her like she is a queen. And I'm so thankful for him. I am, and I know she is. And she can't stand the thought of losing him just as much as he can't stand the thought of losing her. My mom and Nicole and my stepdad, they weren't doing so good. Nicole was all right after a couple days. She had a little bit of a fever, and She sounded really congested, but that was like the most of it. I guess she had a headache if I remember right, and a sore throat, but like that was it. She felt like she had a cold. My mom, she had a couple symptoms, but definitely not all of them, but it attacked my mom the hardest at first. My mom was the most critical one in the beginning, and then I knew that my stepdad was not good either. I should have known just kind of what was going on. I should have known that he was trying to downplay his symptoms so that he could be there with my mom, because he really wanted to take care of my mom, and I should have made sure that he was a lot better. But I didn't think that my stepdad was that bad. I really did not. I knew that he had all of the symptoms from communicating over the phone and not being able to see them in person. I didn't know that he had it the worst, the absolute worst. So my mom fainted. She fainted one night, and my dad took her to the hospital, to the emergency room, and of course, with it being COVID, there's no visitors allowed. So my stepdad called me, and he was like, I'm just letting you know that your mom's in the emergency room. I lost it. I freaked out, and I thought, wow, this is it. This is it. My fear is coming true, that I have not seen my mom since December 26th. And I didn't even get to spend time with her. I just dropped my sister off, and that's it. That's the last time that's the last memory that I'm gonna have of her, and that would be the last in-person conversation that I had with her. And I know that is so not good. You should not do that. You should not think the worst, but I think the worst. My mom ended up being able to go home a few hours after she got there. She was super dehydrated. She had a terrible headache. Her oxygen was good and everything else was fine. I would FaceTime my sister, and you could just hear their cough. Their cough was like scary. They had a scary cough. But then a couple days later, my mom calls and asks if I could call the hospital to see what they were gonna do with my stepdad. And at first I was like, why? What happened? Like, what's going on? She's like, I don't know. I took him in. He was looking really, really bad. I just don't know what they're gonna do. Do I have to go pick him up or whatnot? So I called the hospital, and my stepdad was in really, really rough shape. He had developed COVID pneumonia. His lungs were not looking good. His oxygen was not looking good. And he was gonna have to be admitted into the hospital. They didn't know for how long. At first, they just told me maybe a night or two. He was actually in the hospital for about 6 days. I don't really know if he was on the ventilator. I know that he was receiving I believe the doctor that I talked to said it was frontline COVID treatment, something like that. Basically, he was like the priority, one of the most prioritized patients there, because his lungs were not good. He was not doing good. And then he had mentioned to me that if he didn't go into the hospital when my mom took him in, it would have been bad. It could have been fatal. They didn't tell my mom that, so I had to be the one to tell her that. So I called her afterwards, and I was like, he's gonna be admitted for a while. They said they're glad you brought him in when you did, because it could have been really bad, and he's in rough shape. And you guys, I've never been able to hear someone's heart break, but I heard my mom's heart just shatter. Just imagine dropping a glass bowl onto cement. Just that noise, that shattering noise. That is what I heard over the phone, telling my mom that the love of her life was in rough shape and it could have been bad. And I felt useless. I did. I felt so useless. I couldn't go over there and comfort her. I couldn't go to the hospital and be with my stepdad. I couldn't. I had nothing to do. I could not help in any sort of way. And that is what hurt me the most. I could not be there for my family when they needed me. I could not. I was of no help. I was completely useless. there's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could actually do besides check up on them from behind their glass door, bring them groceries. I let my mind get to a place where it shouldn't have. I let my mind go dark, and not just dark, I let my mind go black. My mind was literally under water but caught on fire at the same time. Basically, I would just wash Ivonna's dishes and Ivonna's clothes and things that Ivonna needed, but anything else that had to do with myself or the house or anything, I put it all aside. Laundry piled up so high. I would only smile if it was referring to Ivonna, or if it was on FaceTime with my mom and my sister. Other than that, I wouldn't. When Ivonna was at school for those 4 hours, I would just sit on the couch and cry. When she was sleeping, I would come out, sit on the couch and cry. I barely ate. I barely slept. I was scared to sleep because I didn't want to fall asleep and have this amazing dream and then wake up to some really bad news. I neglected my husband. I tried to not neglect my child, but I'm sure I did. I neglected my house, and my mind just took over. The scary thoughts took over of, this is it. You're gonna get your second child, but it's gonna be your sister, and you're gonna have to raise your sister. And I needed tissue. It was just dark. I ignored everyone. I ignored everything. Thankfully, though, my mom is recovered. She has like a really weird symptom still that we're not sure what caused it. My stepdad is back home. I believe he went, his first week back at work was last week. He was on the oxygen tank at home for a little bit. That way his oxygen could be up. He won't be fully recovered for another 6 or 9 months. I'm not exactly sure what my mom said, but he's happy to be alive. And I'm happy to still have my family, but my parents are fine now. My sister's fine. We're good. I am mentally a lot better than what I was even just last week. But now that we got all of that, all of the dark stuff out of the way, I just want to say that I really try to focus on what I'm gonna do with my channel, what my uploading schedule is gonna be, because things are just completely different now. Things have changed a lot. So like my old routines aren't my new routines. I don't even have much of a routine right now. From now on, my uploading schedule is gonna be Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Central Time. I do like the 9 a.m. uploads. I think those work really good. I realized that I was uploading videos that I really did not want to upload. For instance, I'm not a cleaning channel. I don't want to have a cleaning channel. I started this channel for the purpose of Grandma Gigi and all of our extended friends and family to be able to click a video and see what we're doing throughout the day or whatever. From now on, I will have no dedicated cleaning videos on this channel. And what I mean by that is you're not going to see a 10 to 20 minute long cleaning video. Like I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't want to do that. My channel is going to go back to vlogs, like strict vlogs, I guess. And you might see like 5 or 10 minutes of cleaning motivation in the vlog, but I'm not going to have just a designated cleaning video. That is going to be the end of this video. I apologize for how long it took me to get this out and make this. I do like to be as open as I can. I really have nothing to hide. If you ask me a question, I will give you an answer. It was a little bit hard for me to make. But that will be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for stepping into my little corner of the world today. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm excited to get back into it. I'm excited to get back into YouTube. I really am. I hope you all stay safe out there. I hope you guys are all okay. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, whenever that's gonna be after this, because I still don't know. But I will see you guys in the next one.